together the Grand River Renegades dressed in white and the Forest Heights Collegiate Trojans dressed in brown. I'm Bob Hanna, your play-by-play announcer at courtside, bringing you all the action, and with me doing the color commentary will be John Strawhall, longtime friend and foe and senior basketball coach at Waterloo Collegiate. John, we're ready with a tip-off.
Here we go, Bob. Won by Grand River. Over number 50, Nick Pensa.
Man-for-man defense for Forest Heights. First shot taken and recovered by number 11, Jeff Boyd.
Jeff Boyd is grade 11.
Into number 21, he up with a shot and just off. Rebound control by number 11 and rolls it in. Jeff Boyd opens the scoring for the Trojans. It's 2-0 Forest Heights in the first minute of play. Number 14, Martin Havren at the bucket. Dumps off to 22. Iqbal Khan on the drive. Nadeem Kareem rolls it off, gets the rebound, inside. Again, up with it, number 50, Nick Pensa ties the game at 2.
Quite a shot by Pensa there, Bob. Hustle on a rebound and put it in.
Grand River in white, in man-for-man, on the drive, goes baseline, just off, up with the rebound. Recovery made by number 22, Iqbal. Hands to Nadeem Kareem, number 12 in white, who will control the play. 1-4, coming across Strauss, goes, fires, little hard, and recovery made by Forest Heights.
Quite a fast pace for opening 2 minutes, Bob.
Yes, these two teams are evenly matched, both 11-1 in league play, having defeated each other once. So it should be a close ball game. There's the drive by the veteran. Number 11, Jeff Boyd, gets his second hoop of the game. And the Trojans go out 4-2 early in this first half of this Waterloo County Junior Boys Finals. Kahn from 20, just off. Shot fired up by Martin Havren. There's the long pass to Bullock. Dumps it back to Johnson. Good check. Nadeem in a hurry. Fires up and rolls it in. Friendly basket. And we've knotted at 4. If you just tuned in, this is the junior final of the Waterloo County Secondary School Athletic Association. Forest Heights Trojans against the Grand River Renegades. Loop pass in, an errant pass picked off by Perry Strauss, 6'4", gangly youth. There's the drive, all the way for the hoop.
Nice drive, number 22, Bob, that's Iqbal Khan.
Iqbal Khan. We'll make that Iqbal Khan. No relation to Billy. There's the jumper, good hoop. Nothing but net for Mark Roberts, who is now on the score sheet, and we have, again, a tie. Kareem against Roberts. Green directing traffic. Bounce pass into Havren, back out to Kareem. Both teams playing a tight man-for-man. Into the post, on the turnaround, got it.
Nice shot by Martin.
That's 4 different players with 2 points each. Grand River go out on top, 8-6, 4:07 remaining in the first quarter of this junior final. Bullock looks, goes baseline. Nice pass inside, up with the shot, just wide. Tip back out. From long range, Jeff Boyd just missed the target. There's Kareem again on the drive. Grade 12 student, a veteran. Just off, recovery by Bullock. Bullock over the timeline, stops on the right side, dishes off to number 23, Mark Roberts. Roberts to Boyd. Inside on the drive. 21 and the first whistle of the game. We'll get the call from Norman Green, one of the officials in tonight's game. The foul was on number 14, Havron, his first, the team's first. And the inbounds pass triggered by Wayne Johnson. Out to the top of the perimeter to Boyd. Looks inside, nothing there. Back to Boyd. Roberts has it now. Looks like a 2-3 zone. Shot blocked by number 43, Perry Strauss. Dishes off to Kareem. He'll bring it up. 2:53 in the opening stanza. 8-6 in the white-clad Renegades. Pensa drops off to Kahn. Loose ball goes out of bounds. Will be triggered by number 50, Nick Pensa, under their own basket on the left-hand side. Throws it way out to number 22, Kahn. "15-footer, a little heavy. Controlled by Johnson. Long pass, out of bounds. Fast break was not there. 2:17, first quarter. At Cameron Heights Collegiate, I'm Bob Hanna along with John Strawhall, bringing you the Waterloo County Junior Boys Championship Final. There's a shot off the iron. Fights for the rebound, up again. Grand River controlling the hoop. Off again. You can't blame him from trying. And finally, recovery made by Gord Chapman for the Brown Forest Heights Trojans. There's the shot, too long. One shot and recovered by Havron. Kareem in a hurry, off his knee. And Norman Green, one of the officials tonight, along with Neil Swayze, both from Kitchener, doing the officiating in this opening junior final. Boyd slows it down. Inside to Johnson, he gives the pump fake, up, just off. Seems to me that the Trojans are getting one shot and that's it, John.
It seems that the boards are being played very heavily by both teams to establish, I guess, an inside game for the defense, keeping the offense at a perimeter. And by the stats over here that I'm keeping on the scorers, it looks like they're all perimeter shots so far that have been taken.
Grand River showing patience. Green pumps, jump fake, just off. Rebound by Gord Chapman, 21. There's the long drive, nice pass. Boyd out of trouble, to the top of the key, number 23, dishes off. There's good fake, but too many steps. Norman Green calls the violation, and we have our first substitution of the ball game for Grand River. Coming into the game, number 42, Justin Moore.
Seems, Bob, that Forest Heights has taken at least 14 shots and made three, and all around 15 feet.
Well, that's not winning percentage.
That won't take that trophy home, that's for sure.
Long bomb, number 50, Nick Pensa with his second hoop, and it's a 4-point game, 10-6, Grand River. Counting down, 12 seconds remaining in the first quarter. They're going for one, into Johnson. He's off the glass, beautiful shot, good feed. Wayne Johnson, number 4, brings it within 2, and at the end of the first quarter, it's Grand River 10, Forest Heights 8.
There you go, Bob. The story tells it all here. It's 4 for 14 for Forest Heights, and all of them are 15-footers. On the other side, Grand River.
Doing your little check in there, John.
17 shots and 5 of 17, and one layup, and the other ones are all outside shots, Bob. So it's showing it's an outside game right now. Whoever establishes the inside game is probably going to dominate.
Both teams are in the huddle now in the first quarter intermission. The Forest Heights Collegiate team are coached by Ron Hahn, a veteran coach. There's something unique about this final. We haven't got St. Jerome's or Cameron or any of those perennial powers. We've got Grand River, who are finally making it to the finals after a long drought. But this shows you what the Stanley Park program is doing. They've got a good program at Stanley Park, and it's finally paying off. Forest Heights were also close.
It also seems fair that some new teams get in there, some new blood.
Yeah.
You have to pass that trophy around.
So here we go. We're ready to start the second quarter. It's a 2-point game, 10-8. Throw in by Johnson to Jeff Boyd. He drives to the top of the key, fumbles momentarily. Johnson flicks it. I think it went off. Number 43 got the hand in. So it'll be inbounds by the brown-clad Forest Heights Trojans.
I think they're still feeling each other, Bob. It's still man-to-man, playing very loosely, get the feel of the game, and I think the second half will show more what they intend to do.
There's a little traveling violation. He moved his feet. For you younger fellas that are in the public school system and coming up and going to be playing for some of these clubs, you got to keep that 1 foot still. There's the long inbounds pass to Havern. We don't want him bouncing the ball. Almost a violation on the midcourt line. Pensa going in deep on the right-hand side. Fires at long range, off the iron. Controlled by number 23, who's in a hurry, Roberts. Pulls up, looking for help. Cross court to Boyd. Inside to Johnson.
Both teams are trying to establish an inside game, and they can't get the ball inside.
In Mark Bullock tries the lob pass, and there's another turnover, and the errant pass picked off by Pensa. Kareem to Havern on the drive, pulls up, off glass, no good. Recovered by Havern, up. That was Perry Strauss, sorry, number 43, fights again. And they're having tough luck. It looks like there's a steal on it, but Grand River again control the loose ball. Kareem stands, waits, comes across, fires inside. There's the turnaround jumper again. And I think we got our first foul, the second foul of the game, looked like on number 12, Nadim Kareem, his first, the team's second.
That's 4 shots that Grand River has taken from the outside, Bob, and hasn't come in close. So
I think Coach Ron Hahn is a bit disturbed by his lack of defensive rebounding. They got to block him out. Of course, that's a lot of height to block out.
Sure is, Bob. And number 14, it's a grade 10 student at 6.5.
Johnson inside, should have it. No, just a little short, but look at him battle. Up again. Good check, but still got it. And the parade shot goes by number 11, Jeff Boyd. That's his 6th point of the game. He's the scoring leader. And the foul is on number 43, Perry Strauss. His first, the team's 3rd.
I was saying, Bob, it seems that Grand River's Martin Havran, a 6'5" junior boy, grade 10, is doing a lot of inside rebounding.
Here we have Jeff Boyd, who gets try to put a cap on his basket. He's firing the extra one. Fires, a little heavy, but loose ball. Good job by number 22, Iqbal Khan, who saved the loose one and dishes off to the floor leader, Nadim Kareem. Now, I could do something with that name, John, but I'm not gonna.
It's a dream
on the drive, and he fires, too heavy. Bullock is doing a super job on the boards. Now we got a little bit of a press by Grand River, but they fall back. There's Johnson. Throws a pass, and there is, oh, beautiful.
Nice save. I thought it was a good save, Bob.
Well, you can't argue with the refs. We do all the time. But Norman Green was right on top of it, the veteran arbitrator, and there's no argument with those guys. Kareem being checked by number 23, Roberts, who has his hands full with that diminutive guard. There's Pensa, back to Kareem. He looks, back to Pensa. They got a little 2-on-man game. Pensa fires. Rebound. And it looks like a holding foul will be called on number 4, Wayne Johnson. That's right, Johnson, his first, the team's first. And I don't know if we have a shooting foul. Yes, we have. So stepping to the line, shooting 2, Perry Strauss. Big, tall, lanky, good-looking basketball player. And he misses.
Seems that Perry is very consistent in his scoring. In the quarterfinals, he had 14 points, in the semis 11, so he seems to be on the road to double figures again.
He's got the second one, and it now makes it 11-10 game. Favor of the white-clad Grand River Renegades, with 5:10 remaining in the first half of the junior final. There's the cry into the bucket. Good steal by Nadeem. Nadeem is in a hurry. He has no break, but he's going to go all the way with it. And
Nice
just rolls
drive.
off. Nice drive. And now coming back, number 23 for the Trojans, Mark Roberts. Dish a good bounce pass. There it is. Moving that pivot foot.
Which is typical of junior and senior ball play. They're not ready to receive the ball. They want to make the move and drive at the same time.
These are actually pretty well veteran ball clubs. We have Nadeem Kareem, who's a grade 12 student, which you rarely see. The last one I can remember is coaching that ball club, and that's Brian Totsky, who once played at grade 12 for Eastwood Rebels. Nadeem on the drive, off the glass, good. Nadeem Kareem puts the Renegades out 13-10. In the corner, Bullock. Top of the key, number 23, Roberts. Cross court. To Gord Chapman, drives, and on the hack foul, we have Martin Havren. Now that's his second. That could be a key foul later on. Going to the line, number 21, Gord Chapman, who has his first chance to break into the scoring column. He'll be shooting 2. Coming in to take Havren out, who has 2 fouls, we have number 42, Justin Moore, who's in for the second time in the game. Here we go. Chapman shooting 2. His team trailing 13-10. Fires, hits. It's good. Just like the job that these coaches do for these kids. Chapman, just off the right, bounces off left, scrap, nice pass inside, and we got another foul. That'll be bonus. The foul is on number 50, a reach in by Nick Pensa. His 5th. And I hope they shoot bonus, because I've got down 5 fouls. I think the official timer is going to tell them it's 1-1.
You're right, Bob.
I may be old, but
I think you
always
still got it, Bob.
Always in control. Shooting the bonus.
It seems a pattern's taking place, Bob, in the shooting. Predominantly all coming from the right-hand side.
The carrot top, Mark Bullock. Good-looking boy. Hits. He gets the bonus. Brings his team up to 13-12. He can tie the game.
Like you said, Bob, a close game.
And Bullock is 2 for 2. And we have a tie game in this water. Oh, there's a steal by Bullock to Boyd. He's the veteran on the ball club, Jeff Boyd. In fact, this is a pretty well veteran team. Into the deep corner, back out again. He should advance that ball. He does. Still looking for Johnson inside. They reverse it. There's the shot. Net. Gordy Chapman, 3 points. And we now have the Trojans breaking on top for the first time early in the contest. 15-13 with 3:34 remaining. Nadeem has nothing there. Back out to Pensa. There's a traveling violation against number 42, Justin Moore, who's into the ball game, replacing the foul-troubled Martin Havren.
Interesting fact about Justin Moore is that the boy is deaf, and he also quarterbacked the junior football team. So it's a super feeling to have a boy in there who wants to play, and the other kids really feel for him and really help him out.
Isn't that great? Tremendous. Looks like a 3-second violation on Mark Bullock, who's in the paint for more than 3 seconds. I'm surprised those officials can count that high. You didn't hear that, John.
I never do.
Here we are, Pensa.
Try to stay
His team
clean.
down 2, going all the way down, nothing there, back out to Strauss. Strauss on the turnaround jumper, short. Controlled by, here we go. Long pass, beautiful pass. but the rebound or the shot was a little too much for Jeff Boyd. And here we come the other way. Cross court to Nadeem. Inside. There's that loop pass. Can't do that with Wayne Johnson around. He's a quick one. That's number 4, Johnson, made the interception. He's going against a boy about 3 or 4 inches taller, but he can do the job because he's got the legs.
He's got the wheels, Bob. There's no stopping him, and he is quick.
Here we are. Again, a nice stop. There's a lot of officials in the stands. Didn't see it that way. But the foul will be against Gord Chapman, his first. The team's second.
And Justin Moore should be at the free throw line. 4-2.
Here we go. Second quarter action, 2:35. And Justin Moore at the line shooting 2.
Ooh, a brick. Settle down, boy.
Well, he'll get this one in. Come on, Justin, don't let me down. A little off, control by Johnson. Outlet pass, notice that good. Here's the long one, way down. Ahead of the pack, up, and just off. That was a good fast break, though. The veteran Nick Pensa goes all the way, pulls up, fires. Off the iron. We have a foul called. Foul on 23. That's Mark Roberts. That's his first, the team's 4th, but going to the line making a shooting, because it was a shooting foul, will be Pensa going to the line for the first time. Nick Pensa, 4 points in the game. Going to try and tie this game up if he can make 2. Rolls off. Much to the delight of the Forest Heights fans.
Can't let that bother you.
And he didn't. Attaboy, Nick. Now it's a 1-point game, 2:17, counting down in the first half of this junior final. I'm Bob Hanna, bringing you all the action. There's the dish off, long shot, just wide. But good. I think that foul will be called on number 21, and I hate to fault him on that driving in. That's his second, and that's a key foul on number 21, Gord Chapman. I have that bonus situation. That was the 5th foul, I thought, but we don't get anything. So we'll just see what happens.
I'm surprised the coaches aren't picking it up by taking another secondary count.
There's Pensa. Pensa's short. Follows and gets the shot. There's a good move to make. Bounce pass into the bucket. That time Pensa fired, and he also followed the shot, which a lot of kids don't do. Roberts goes baseline, nothing there, back out. Attempted tip by number 11 was no good by Boyd. Here goes Nadeem, 3-on-2. Pulls up, fires, got it. Kareem, he's the leading scorer for the white-clad Renegades, who now go in front 16-15 with a little over a minute remaining in the first half. We're at Cameron Heights. That time Boyd might have gone all the way inside to, and a beautiful turnaround by Wayne Johnson, his second. That was a good feed inside, and the game is going back and forth.
As we expected it, Bob, of 2 teams matched identical records. They each beat each other once, so we expected it to be very close.
There's Pensa going baseline, and got it. Can't give that guy baseline. That's his 7th point. And Coach Hahn will tell the boy, whoever's checking Pensa, not to give him that baseline. Brian Totsky coaching, one of the coaches along with Tom Connolly, coaching the Renegades. So here we have shooting 1 after the successful free throw or field goal. Pensa sets, got it. And we have the biggest differential of the game, a 3-point bulge with less than 1 minute to go here at Cameron Heights in the junior final, Waterloo County. Cross-court pass. He had nice action there, but it just wouldn't fall. Mark Roberts. Pensa, who's doing everything, rebounding, bringing it up, jack of all trades, dishes off to Kareem. 1-4 now. The 1-4 alignment. Long bomb, no good. They're not boxing out. And there we have a first jump ball of the situation, and the arrow points in favor of Grand River. It's a new rule now, John, and I like it. We don't have all these jump balls.
I like it too, Bob. It eliminates those jumps, and it gives you a fairer chance instead of having a little man, big man jump when you know you're going to lose it.
Long bomb. Recovery by number 23, Roberts. He advances. Long pass, just off. But it'll be Trojan ball. They call out the play. We'll see what kind of a play we got here. We got number 11. They zone it. White teamer zone. He's just, got it. At the buzzer, number 21. Gord Chapman scores his 5th point, and that brings it. I guess I'll have to check the scoreboard, but it looks like the official score reads at 19-19. Can't be any closer than that as we come to the end of the first half of the Junior Boys Waterloo County Basketball Championship, and we'll be right back with second half action.
The quick shot will be open during the game. The cafeteria is found in the...
Hi, this is J.D. Roberts from Munch Music, the nation's music station, with some satisfied Munch Music customers behind me here at Simpson's in the Fairview Park Mall here in Kitchener. If you don't have Munch Music, what you're missing is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week in stereo, the newest in rock videos, concerts, interviews, rock news, great contests, and a whole lot more. You can get a hold of Munch Music through Rogers Cable TV. We're carried on Channel 23, but you have to talk to the folks at Rogers to get us. You don't want to miss it because it's the nation's music station.
Munch Music! Munch Music!
War-Amps key tags, a symbol of our work in Canada. Meet Sarah and Tina. As child amputees, they will have special needs quite different than others their age. From the latest myoelectric hands, to counseling, to the chance to meet other amputee children. No other organization in Canada can meet all these needs except the War-Amps Child Amputee Program, and only with your direct support of our key tag service.
We're back here at Cameron Heights Collegiate at halftime of the Junior 1986 edition of the Waterloo County Secondary School Athletic Association Final featuring the Forest Heights Trojans and the Grand River Renegades. I'm Bob Hanna, bringing you the play-by-play action. And for those who just tuned in, the color man tonight, and he's really colorful, John Zadrawhal. John, your comments on the first half of this tied ball game?
Thanks, Bob. It's been a very interesting ball game. Both teams utilizing the man-to-man defense with the occasional change to a 2-3 zone by Grand River. Give you a rundown of the scoring right now. With Grand River, Martin Havran, number 14, has 2 points. Nadim Kareem, your dream, has 6. Iqbal Khan has 2, Nick Pensa has 8, and Perry Strauss has 1, for a total of 19 points in the first half. At the same time, the team's shooting approximately 27%, which is very low for a junior team. On the other hand, Forest Heights' 19 points are combined by Gord Chapman with 5 points, Wayne Johnson with 4 points, Mark Bullock with 2 points, Mark Roberts with 2 points, and Jeff Boyd with 6 points. And they, incidentally, are also shooting on 29%. So it seems that the floor shooting is poor at the moment, and both teams seem to be shooting predominantly from the right side of the floor, which is typical of junior ball.
The whole right-hand side. They wear it out. The old merry-go-round goes against the clock.
it doesn't change much in the senior ball game. The kids just don't work on their left hands, and as a result, you know, we're to put the defense.
That comes from the old coach now at Waterloo Collegiate. So all you grade 7 and 8 boys who aspire to play high school basketball someday, take note of that. Work on all your fundamentals. We're counting down under 10 seconds to the start of the second half of this junior final held at Cameron Heights Collegiate. And there goes the buzzer, and we're just about ready.
Substitution has been very minimal, with Grand River going with 6 players and Forest Heights just stayed with 5. So I assume that's the way it's going to go down in the end.
I think that's the way it'll be, John. And as far as the shooting being a little grim, it's the tough rims, the glass, and of course the pressure on these boys. We're ready to go now with Forest Heights getting the arrow and the inbound, and there is the start. Dish to Jeff Boyd against Kahn. Boyd has to fire more. He hasn't been shooting enough. There's an inside nice feed, and 2. And Chapman starts off things the right way. There was a bit of a pressure. Long range, just rolls off. Saved by the Renegades. Kareem sets his club, drives right side, looks inside, nothing there, has to dish back out, and we have the second foul, first foul of the second half. That's Mark Roberts, his second. No team really in trouble yet. The most fouls we have on anybody is 2, but it goes against two big boys.
Incidentally, Bob, I find that when kids play at Cameron Heights, because of its open space under the basket, they tend to shoot a little different, and as a result, their shooting percentage is always a little lower.
Here we have just the start of the second half on the drive by Kareem, the quarterback for this Grand River team. They're dressed in white. There's a nice move. High rebound, way up, and a reach-in foul. Waiting for the signal. Reach-in foul 21. That's against Gord Chapman, his 3rd. And there we have at 6:57 of the second half. A lot of time remaining in the ball game, and Chapman, according to my statistics, picks up. And Nadim Kareem picks up his 8-point and gets the Renegades going. He rolls it in. Friendly hoop. Wayne Johnson.
And again, I thought the score was tied.
Well, that's 23-21.
And it's tied. I wasn't wrong.
You knew what was going to happen. That was Iqbal Khan, number 22. Feed into Johnson. He drives. A beautiful pass.
Yes, indeed.
All right.
The kid has eyes.
Right out the back of his head. That personal was on number 43, Perry Strauss. Lanky forward for Grand River. That'll be his second. And I believe that's just the team's first. Norman Green doing a little housekeeping. We got a little problem. Norman will have to get either a step ladder. We got a little break in the action. So it'll be Forest Heights in a tie ball game, 6:15 early in the 3rd quarter. 6:15 remaining. Jeff Boyd drives off the pick, fires too hard. Up with the rebound, Perry Strauss. Pensa on the move. Pulls up, fires, no luck this time, but it's controlled again by Martin Havron. To Pensa. Goes baseline, nothing there. Out to number 22, Iqbal Khan. And Kareem slows things down again. They're looking inside or try to reverse it. Martin Havron got his 4th point. And the Renegades are on top again, 25-23.
Nice pass. Found him all alone.
It's too easy. Just rolls off for Gord Chapman. Here's Nadim Karim, does the spin dribble. Dishes inside and a reach-in foul. And Gord Chapman, according to my statistics, picks up his 4th. And we have a timeout being called by Ron Hahn, coach of the Grand River Renegades. That's the first timeout of the game. We're at Cameron Heights Collegiate. 5:11 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Grand River in white leading 25-23.
And incidentally, the GRCI crew just picked up 3 for 3 off the floor, so they're shooting 50%. On the other hand, Forsyth shooting 2 for 3 for 66%.
So they're starting to get into the swing of it.
I think they're just loosening up and getting used to the floor space, which is very hard to shoot in here on account of that.
Yes, it's this time of year now, February, where a lot of people go south, and a lot of us stay home and watch high school basketball.
Because we love it.
These two teams, regardless of the outcome tonight, both advance to the Quassa finals, and that's the end of the road for them, while their senior counterparts will advance not only to Quassa, but then on to the regionals and hopefully the All-Ontario. There's the throw-in. Under duress, but he fires and got a friendly hoop. Martin Havren, that's his 6th point. And we have the biggest differential of the game. Grand River by 4. Nice hoop. Mark Roberts drives into the middle, pulls up with the jumper, and closes it to 2. Here's putting on a little full court pressure there. For my mind, number 11, Jeff Boyd. What grade's that boy Boyd in? There's a turnover.
Grade 11, Bob.
I figure he should be shooting more. I don't think, how many shots has he taken in the game?
Five shots, Bob.
That's not enough for a veteran ball player.
He's made 3 of 5.
Here we have a substitution for Grand River for the first time. Joel Wokumu, I believe, is a son of a former KCI student many years ago. There's a reach-in foul by Kareem, his 2nd, the team's 2nd foul, so we're long ways away from bonus. So Johnson will do the job of inbounding the pass. There's Boyd, holds up, into Johnson, tries the turnaround, got it. And for about the 15th time, and then a loose ball. Both referees in doubt about what, so they'll have a jump ball. So when in doubt, jump it, and so on the arrow, possession goes to Grand River. Wokumu handles the ball for the first time. He's in replacing number 22, Iqbal Khan. Pensa, veteran player, turn around, rolls off, but in fighting, Wokumu. The rookie comes in and doing the job, hitting the boards. Number 51, Joel Wokumu.
It's first time into the game, Bob.
I think the foul was on, I missed that foul in the signal. So we'll be out 1 foul because the signals are going to the other side. There's Joel, fires, violation. I think the foul was on 20, couldn't be 21, but as soon as the player turns around, I'll get it. I think Mark Roberts. There's the 2nd shot. Again, a little strong. Now we're getting foulitis. Wokumu, I have him down for 2. That was the team's 3rd. Slight delay while we have a substitution. In replacing the veteran Nadine Kareem, we have number 41, Sandro Bassanese.
Oh, there's an easy name, Bob, all Italian.
Bassanese. Drives baseline and the hack. Roberts went left. And we'll get the signal from the veteran referee Norman Green. It was on 43. Perry Strauss, his third. And going to the line, shooting 2. Roberts. This is the first time Mark has been to the line tonight. So he has 2 chances to put his team up. And he does. It's 28-27. Forest Heights in this hard-fought game. 3:39 remaining in the third quarter here at Cameron Heights. This time it rolls off. Strauss picks up, and I think the foul was on number 4, Wayne Johnson. That's called a 90-foot foul.
So far, it seems that Strauss, number 43, and Haver, number 14 for Grand River, are sure doing a good job on the boards.
I have a little controversy here now between Norman Green gesturing along with Brian Totsky. I think the controversy might be whether a timeout call was made before the foul or not. We'll never know. I believe the timeout was charged to Grand River. That's their second. So it's a 1-point game. The brown-clad Forest Heights Trojans hanging precariously to a 1-point, 28-27 lead with 3:37. I'm Bob Hanna, bringing you this action in the junior final.
Shooting still consistent, Bob. Grand River shooting 50% and Forest Heights shooting 66%. And that's why the game's so close right now.
I'm not so sure if it isn't one and a bonus, but maybe that was just their 4th team foul. Forest Heights putting on the pressure. It's only token. Wogelmuth. Pensa to Wogelmuth. He holds it. Dishes off to Sandro on the drive, and that could be offensive. That time Pensa had no way. And that's what coaches like to see. Mark Bullock standing in there, taking the charge.
I don't think he knew Pensa was going to come right at him. I thought he was going for 1st and 5.
We got to give him credit. Trojans by 1. We've got a substitution, number 14, Dennis Horakovic, in for the first time. I would say Mr. Boyd has to take charge. He's the one holding the ball right now. Nowhere to go. Looking for something. Can't find anything. Dishes to Roberts. Roberts between the legs. And he got the foul on Wogelmuth. Unofficially, his 3rd foul. And that's got to be bonus. Out for a brief respite, but back in the game. Iqbal Khan going to the line. Number 23, Mark Roberts, shooting 1 and a bonus. That's pretty fast bonus.
A lot of time left. It could be 1 at the ball at the free throw line. I think it will be 1 at the free throw line, Bob.
No luck. Rolls off. Grand River headman it. There's almost a reach in. Stupid attempt. Wogelmuth loath to shoot. Over to Pensa, the veteran. Long range. High off the iron. And number 43, Perry Strauss went up, but just up his fingertips. Much to the chagrin of the Renegade fans. We're going to have a new champion this year. These are up. Mark Roberts claiming that he didn't move his pivot foot, but I can guarantee you Norman Green was correct on that one.
The refs are always right, Bob.
Wogelmuth pulls up. Back to his veteran. There's a reach and a good steal.
Beautiful.
There's the veteran all the way with the left hand. Got it. Jeff Boyd. Boyd's got to be heard from. That was a picked him clean. Foul on Kahn, his first.
It's the first time the Forest Heights been up by 3.
That's right. That's their biggest lead. That's Boyd's 8th point. He has a chance to make it 9. No luck. But Bullock in tough. Got it. Should have gone up. Whips it out. Johnson. Hit it. Wrong again. Mark Johnson, his 10th. lead all scorers in this game. Trojans by 5. And another steal. I think Grand River going to call timeout pretty soon when they get possession. There's Robert Bullock. All the way down. Being checked by Kahn. Back out to number 23, Roberts. Long range, Boyd. Got it! 34-27. And
another steal. There better be a timeout pretty soon, Bob.
Calling.
I think they're going to try to last out this quarter. It could be a mistake in the long run, but we'll see.
Well, they've called 2 already, and they got to save them. But there's 1:31 remaining in the third quarter. There's a traveling violation. You just can't take those 2 steps.
I have the same problem with my seniors.
Number 4, Bart Johnson. Into Roberts. His team just about blowing it open on the fight. Ball rolls out. Picked up by Roberts. Roberts slows it down, directing traffic. Boyd fires.
Oh, bad shot.
Bad shot. But Bullock goes in and got it. Bullock, his first hoop at his 4th point. With 1:11.
What a little bit of luck will do for you. And this game could be over, Bob, right now. It could be over.
36-27, timeout call by Grand River as the Trojans open up a 9-point bulge with 1:11 remaining in this first half, in the third quarter of this junior final held at Cameron Heights Collegiate, the 1986 edition of the Waterloo County Junior Boys Final.
You believe Forest Heights has hit 8 out of 10 in this quarter and it's not over? And Grand River has shot 4 out of 10.
80-40, that's percentage-wise.
My God, that puts you in the ball game or takes you out. Johnson this half has been 3 for 3. Roberts 2 for 2. 1 for 2 and 1 for 2 for Boyd and Chapman. And Bullock has been 1 for 1. You can't ask for kids to play better for you.
Well, we'll see what the timeout has done for the Renegades. They're in trouble right now. They're down 9. And going to the line after that successful jam shot that he got, worked his way in, put it off glass. We have Mark Bullock, who's already 2 for 2 from the line, and I hope I don't jinx him.
Coach Hahn seems to be relaxed on the other side.
Bullock makes 3 for 3, his 5th. And we got a 36-27 game. Pressure. Another almost a partial steal.
And now they want the ball. They're going for the jugular, Bob. You have to go for it. When you got them down, don't let them up.
Yeah, when you got them down, you got to kick them. We have a timeout here. Wokumu, number 51. I don't know if he was in trouble there. The ref thought he was in trouble, but he's back in there again.
Why don't them check in?
Right now they got Nadeem Kareem sitting on the bench. I have him for 2 fouls, but maybe it's 3, and that might be part of the reason why the Renegades are falling behind without their leader. There's the steal, errant pass. Quick hands Johnson. Mark Johnson.
It's a hard decision for a coach to make. How long do you keep him out, Bob? Or do you play him?
Trojans showing patience. Still looking inside. That's a good thing for all you younger players to look for. You've got it there. It's inside. And the turnaround just off the iron. Fight for Johnson. Beautiful move.
Nice move. Yes.
Bullock, he's hammering there. Wow. And Norman Green calls the traveling violation on Bullock. And it's 37-27 with the countdown.
Oh, yes.
Offensive foul.
An offensive foul, rarely called with the buttocks.
And it's his 4th. So big Perry Strauss, number 43, has picked up his 4th foul. That's unofficial because I'm on the opposite side of the track. And going to the line, Jeff Boyd. And there's the substitution. 54 into the game, Steve Morrow, for the first time, I believe, replacing the foul-troubled Perry Strauss. Here's Boyd again. Hasn't hit from the stripe tonight. This time he got it.
The jinx is off, Bob. Yet talk to him.
Trojans by 11, 22 remaining in the third quarter. He gets the second half of the bonus. Jeff Boyd rolls off, almost picked off, recovered by Pensa. We haven't heard from him lately. Leads a pass, but we have a foul.
Appears there are just too many turnovers by Grand River. As a result, they've buried themselves down to 11 points.
That was a reach-in foul by Jeff Boyd. I believe it's just his initial infraction. So we have Pensa, who's 2 for 3 from the line with 8 points, shooting the first half of a bonus. Nick gets the bent, and that ends a long drought, Mr. Zadrahal, a long drought.
They haven't scored for 6 minutes until this point. There's 2.
And Nick is good. Nick Pensa brings his team back within 9 with 12 seconds. They'll probably go for one shot. They want to get the ball to Boyd, to Roberts. The fans are counting it down 5 seconds. There goes Boyd, up, rebound, and the horn goes, and the shot was no good. So there we are at the end of the third quarter. Forest Heights Trojans 38, Grand River Renegades 29. With me with a few comments, Coach John Zadrahal of the Waterloo Collegiate Vikings.
Well, Bob, there's a tough uphill battle for Grand River. In order to get back in this ball game, they're going to have to stop the clock by going inside and trying to get fouls. If they can convert on their fouls, they can slowly creep back into the game, then play them straight up. On the other hand, Forest Heights, if they can milk the clock, that is just keep working away to get the good shots inside, with bonus going for both teams, they can pretty well, I think, walk away with the title. And there'll be a first for Forest Heights in a long time, and Ronnie Hahn certainly deserves it along with the work he's done with his kids.
Ronnie is a veteran coach, and one of the unsung heroes. Besides that, he's also instrumental in organizing and help organizing Quassa and regional finals. Every third year, we have the best in senior basketball from Western Ontario coming to town. Some years it's in London, as you know, John.
We've made our trips.
London and Windsor. This year, though, we're delighted to have the Western Regionals with the best from Windsor and London and Brantford and Guelph coming to showcase the best in senior basketball. Here we go.
And
8 minutes
Big
remaining.
Blues got to make a comeback now.
They're stepping up. I don't know about getting fouls, though, John, because I don't know if they can afford it.
They can, but they got to play tough now.
There's Bullock looking for the baseline. Nothing there, with Pensa shutting it off.
And they are
Roberts. They're showing.
They're just playing a perimeter game, looking for that easy little bunny inside, wasting that clock.
Yeah, we have no shot clock in high school basketball, like the university. There he looks for Johnson, but not there. And there's a turnover. Kareem back into the game, number 12, Nadine Kareem, who is the point guard and the leader. Couldn't get anything, dishes off. Havren saw nothing there and throws it back out to Iqbal Khan. Again, Nadeem looks, can't find it. Pensa to the head of the key to Khan. And the steal by number 11. There's the beautiful feed pass. Can he go all the way? He makes
nice
the move. Right.
Roberts.
He showed a clinic there on how to make a power move. He pulled up, and then with that extra step, got by the man for the 2 points, and it's a 40-29 game. Johnson looking for it, can't get it. Johnson, lying on the floor, thinks otherwise, but you will never win an argument.
I think Nick Havren, if he had a left hand, he would have had a straight lane layup. But
here we are. Pensa looks way out. Nothing in close. Got it to 43.
Nice move. Left hand, super move.
There was a foul on number 14, Dennis Horakovic, who's into the game. These fouls, coaches don't like to see them, especially if you're winning. They want the clock to run down. Strauss, who's been only 1 point in the game. He's 1 for 2 from the line. will attempt to double his output. Can't get it. Rebound. Nice offensive rebound by number 14, Havren, who's the point leader with his 8-point. And now we have a 9-point game, 40-31, 6:33 remaining in the final quarter of the junior final. Again, Bullock, I like this kid. He drives, he was out of bounds, just didn't have it.
I thought he was called.
Oh, they call him for a foul. That's Bullock's offensive foul. There'll be no shot. Renegades inbound it, trailing by 9. They're not out of it yet.
A lot of time, Bob, but they've got to get that ball inside and get the foul in the bucket.
He'll look to drive. He'll look to drive. Nothing there. They reverse it to Iqbal. Pence's looking at the baseline. Went the drive. Got the reach-in foul. And Ron Hans gets up. Doesn't like it at all. And he'll call a timeout.
I think Ron sees what we see. They've got to go in there to stop the clock, so they're trying to drive him inside. There might be a defensive change here.
We're at Cameron Heights Collegiate with 6:07 remaining in the final quarter. With Forest Heights Collegiate with a 9-point bulge, 40-31 over Grand River. Neither one of these teams have been the bride. They've certainly, Grand River, I can't recall. It's been years, I think, since they've reached the pinnacle here of winning the Waterloo County Championship. While I remember a few years back, Forest Heights were in against a school called KCI.
It sounds familiar, Bob. That red team. Of course, coached by yours truly, Robert Hanna.
Here we go now. Pensa toes the line. Firing the first half of a bonus. Rims off. Rebound number 14, Dennis Horakovic. He's coming in off the bench. Now they should. Grand River into Johnson. He fires, I think, a little short. Rebound by Pensa. Dishes off to Nadeem. He'll go as far as he can. Oh,
nice
good feed
up.
inside. I hope you kids saw that. But he called on the traveling. Well, if I was coaching Grand River, I didn't think that was traveling, but 5:37. 9-point lead. There's Jeff Boyd to hand it back Bullock. Ron Hahn screaming from the bench to get out of something. There's the shot, the drive, and the hold by number 22, Kahn. The veteran, grade 11, with the 11 on his uniform. That doesn't indicate the grade he's in, but he's been around for a long time. I coached against him when he was in grade 9 and 10, and now he's in 11 with a chance to win it all, the Waterloo County Championship. Boyd got it. That's 3 points in this quarter now for the, but he's now got a grand total of about 12 points. Jeff Boyd leading all scorers, as he should. He's the stabilizer. He's the glue. Cooley pops him in, and it's a 43-31. That's the biggest spread of the game. Grand River's going to have something to do now with 5:13 and running. Nadeem, long range, beautiful. Greenage, Martin Havren is not going to quit. He has 10 points to lead the Renegades. Again, Boyd against Kahn. To Johnson. To Roberts. They're slowing it down just a little, running a little clock. Inside to Johnson. He makes the move. Nothing there. Watch this pass. There it is. And up and in. Oh! Sorry, folks. Sorry, Perry Strauss. Perry had the easy cripple and blew it. Boyd, dipsy doodles against Kahn to Johnson. Johnson's coming out farther now. On the drive, And the foul, number 12. I'm not so sure that's not his fourth. But Mark Roberts will go to the line with the bonus. Coach Ron Hahn of Forest Heights has gone with 6 ball players. The only substitution I can recall, and he's in the, is number 14, Dennis Horakovic. And as you alluded to, John, there hasn't been that many substitutions. Because I hate to say that, playing for all the marbles.
And when you're playing for all the marbles, you use your best and biggest.
Here we go, Roberts. Chance to open up a 10-point bulge. 4:21 remaining. Got it. It's 43-33. Roberts has 8. He has 9. 44-33. Now Mr. Hahn will be wanting them to no fouls. Just play it cool. Run the clock. There's Joel. Wokumu gives to the big man a turnaround. Up, up, up. No good. But follow up. And a good check by number 14. Off the line, coming off the bench, Dennis Horakovic did a great job at blocking that shot. Here's Boyd against Kahn, to Bullock, to Kahn. Johnson is coming out farther all the time now to off the pick. He chooses to throw it back out.
They're milking that clock, Bob.
Yeah, it's counting down, John. There's only 3:30 left.
You're not even looking inside. You're just going perimeter.
Mr. Hahn's oh, there's a move by
Nice.
Johnson. Oh, no there. Goes for the rebound. Johnson, he'll get it and fire it back out. What a ball player.
He is quick, Bob.
I've seen Johnson play.
Nice pass to Bullock.
Not there.
They'll get it back.
Right. Way to go, ref.
He's got a beautiful pass off there. I thought Johnson for sure had a bucket there.
You know, you got to credit the coaches and these kids. They've worked hard all year, starting in November. And here it is, coming down to the final of WCSSAA. Johnson on the turnaround. Net. Wayne Johnson, number 4. Number 4. Whoa!
They came over to visit us, Bob.
All right.
It's visiting time.
Wayne Johnson scores the bucket, and there's a turnaround. Wayne Johnson, 12 points. He's got 12. Boyd's got 13. Roberts has got 7 or 9.
And the writing's on the wall. There's no change of defensive
Now they're going
pressure.
into the spread. They're going into that dirty Waterloo County 4-corner. There's a feed inside. Not there. Both coaches screaming, and I don't blame them. There's a timeout.
That's a 4-corner to score, though, Bob. That's super. That was 3 seconds.
I think that might be the 4th and last timeout for Grand River. Yeah, that's it. Just before the timeout was called, Coach Ron Hahn was up screaming, pointing to his head, telling the kids not to force the ball inside, to bring it back out and use up another 10. Sorry?
Phenomenal shooting. 10 of 16 the second half of Forest Heights.
That's coaching.
Oh.
It's great the way the scoring is spread around, especially among the Forest Heights team and also the Grand River.
Grand River, 6 of 15.
Not bad, not bad.
Touch that 10 of 16. That's super.
That's 40%, I believe.
That seems Roberts and Johnson just took this game over in the second half.
Boyd's chipped in with, you can't count his 7 points too, and his floor play. There's the long pass in. Almost a pair. Boyd has it. Now they're pointing to get the spread. And there's a turnover. 2:35 remaining. But Mr. Hahn is saying to himself, 7 possessions. Iqbal Khan. I don't see number 12, Nadeem Kareem. There's Pensa on the one-hand float. bringing his team back to 11 points down. Nick Pensa playing a whale of a ball game for the Grand River Renegades. Into the corner, he'll bring it out. That's a kind of a play we don't want. An uncontested turnover. 2 minutes left in this Waterloo County final. 46-35. And Coach Hahn is leading by 11 and saying there's still a lot of time. Beautiful move up the stuff. He tried his best, but we got a stuff. But Grand River aren't quitting yet. Tom Connolly, one of the coaches, exhorting his troops on. Pensa playing his heart out, follows up, goes off the glass, can't get it. Hovren got it. Right on the follow-up. Here's full court pressure, timeout. Forest Heights, that's their first. We have 1:42 remaining in the game. It's a 9-point. What do you think, John? Still time?
They have to put more pressure on the ball, Bob, and take more chances. Maybe more on the half court, because that's where they're spreading them more. They're going to have to go to some kind of double team trapping and play the lanes. 9 points is not insurmountable. I know our old teams did it.
Well, it depends on your outlook. If you're up 9, it's an eternity, but if you're down 9, good luck, Charlie.
Can be done.
Yeah, Grand River, though,
I don't know if they have the speed for it,
no,
Bob.
Well, they might have the speed, but I don't think they have the bench strength, and they can't afford to stop the clock with fouls.
And Kareem, their leader's off.
Yes, as I said, I have the unofficial count, so he must be fouled out of the game, but I had him for 4. So here we go, full court pressure by the Renegades. Let's see how they break it. There's the outlet.
There's a double.
The trap. Here we have a
They
3
got
on 2. 3 on 2. Will he go? Will he go?
One.
No, he pulls up. They had a chance. Bullock looking for help to Horakovic. He dribbles out to Boyd. They're calling for foul. Boyd drives all the way, lays it off the glass. Foul was on 43, I think, Strauss, and I think that might be his 5th. And if it is, he'll be disqualified.
I think if he makes these 2, it's in the bag, Bob. The writing is on the wall. 9-point spread, 124. You have to literally give the ball to the other team.
Ron Hahn was I think, looking for a 2-shot foul there, on a deliberate foul. And that, I don't know if they're questioning the number of fouls also on number 43, Perry Strauss. Apparently it's only 4 because he's still alive and in there. So here we have the court leader, Jeff Boyd. He's taking his time. And he throws up the errant shot, but he has a chance to redeem himself. His team leading by 9 in the waning moments of this junior final. High off the glass. Number Bullock tried to get it, and Horakovic couldn't get the handle. Pensa, number 50, full court pressure. Pensa inbounds. Oh, beautiful steal by Boyd. He goes up and can't get it. Foul on number 51 for the white-clad Renegades, Joe Wokumu. That could be his 4th. This is an eternity as Coach Hahn looks at the score clock and he sees 118. And again we have Boyd. Boyd's not been very good from the line tonight. He's 3 for about 7. Has to give him a little encouragement. That's his 4th. 4 for 9. Chance to bring himself up to 50. That's a pass in math, but it's not foul shooting. He gets them both. Opens it up, 11-point game. I think they say that's all she wrote, John.
I believe that's it, Bob.
They've got to fire him up. Havren looking for help. Pensa, he'll throw it. He misses. I can't get over the fact. There he is. Beautiful job I think that was 51. I hope I got it right for his dad. I'll give it to Wokumu.
I think you're right, Bob.
He was on the follow-up. What grade's that kid in? They haven't got him listed. If he's a junior back next year, I'll get out of coaching. There's pressure. Long pass to Bullock. On the way, all the way, and he gets hammered. But I don't think it was quite that bad. Pensett did the only thing. He's played his heart out. Nick Pensett, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 points. Got about 3 or 4 fouls, but he prevented the cripple. I don't think Mark Bullock minded that. He's been in a ball game. He knows what the kid has to do. Here goes Bullock. 45 seconds. That's his first miss. He's 3 for 4 from the line. And a timeout is called by Forest Heights. 45 seconds remaining, 48-39, and it's Forest Heights home free.
Like you said, Bob, the next game is starting in about 20 minutes.
I don't know if we'll have time at the end of the game to have the presentation, but this is Bob Hanna on Rogers Cable TV, along with John Drawhall, longtime foe, as I said at the start of the top of the broadcast, bringing you the Junior Waterloo County High School basketball final with 2 young teams going to the line for the first time tonight, and we're going to get a winner.
I think Coach Hahn is relatively in the driver's seat. This kid just have to milk the clock, put just ample pressure to wear down the clock, and don't let it stop the clock.
The only thing I don't like about sports, John, is there's always got to be somebody lose. But anybody that plays sports has got to be prepared to lose. There can only be one winner. And Grand River, as far as I'm concerned, are winners. They played their heart out.
They played their hearts out, Bob.
And they've been just hitting that boards.
Love you, Blue. Keep working at it.
Bullock, after the timeout, makes himself 4 for 5. Make it a 10-point spread. Forest Heights still with the pressure. Kickball, dishes off, jumper. I like it. Martin Havron for 14 points, 49-41. Less than a minute. There's the double team. They break it. Johnson. Back out to Johnson. There's a foul. Strictly to Kopp. And there's the Forest Heights chorus.
8-point spread, 22 seconds left, Bob. A little bit of icing here if he puts it on. Bullock's been 4 for 5, so he's been shooting well tonight.
That personal foul was against 43 Perry Strauss, who fouls out with, had not a very productive night, but he certainly was rebounding well. He had 1 point. He fouls out with 5. And Mark Bullock, I don't know if he's shooting 2, whether it was a deliberate foul. Doesn't matter. It's academic. He will shoot the second.
5 of 6.
5 of 6. Way to go, Mr. Bullock. Drainage.
It's over, Robert.
I think Ron Hahn is sitting back, relaxed, enjoying the last 15 seconds of this. There's Horakovic. Went too slow. Bullock.
Oh, he
threw up a dream, but he follows. And it goes! Mark Bullock. A tower of strength tonight for the Renegades. Picks up his second field goal. Going along with his 6 free throws, has 10 points. He's in double figures. Chance to make it 11. With 7 seconds. Forest Heights all drop back. There's no reach in. They will not check this ball. They'll let him go right in. They should stand there. There they go. Oh! They don't even have to get it. And that's the ball game. The final score of the Waterloo County Junior Boys Basketball Final 1986 edition. Forest Heights Renegades 50, Forest Heights Trojans 54, the Grand River Renegades 41. And we'll be coming up with the presentation. I hope we have time. I hope we have time to show the presentation. No, I don't think we will have time. But the trophy will be presented to the 1986 champions, and this has been Bob Hanna bringing you the Waterloo County Championship along with my old buddy, John Zadraw Hall coach. John, just one parting word before we leave.
I think Forest Heights had a phenomenal second half, shooting over 70%, 11 of 18 from the inside game mostly. So it was a different type of ball game altogether, shooting 28 in the first half to 72nd.
So this wraps it up at the Cameron Heights Collegiate of the Waterloo County Junior Boys Final. The final score, Forest Heights 54, Waterloo County, Grand River 41. And this is Bob Hanna saying good night and thank you for tuning in.
The exits, there is now a tow truck.
I'm the one responsible, made it just this way. To take myself some pictures to see what they might bring. I think I made them perfectly, wouldn't change a thing. La la la, la 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 la, la la la. You know it makes me smile. It pleases me to have you here for just a little while we open up some spaces, try to break some chains. And if the truth is told, they will never come again. La la la, la 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 la, la la la.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the University of Waterloo Physical Activity Complex for the final of the Junior Girls Volleyball Kawasa between Forest Heights Trojans of Kitchener and the Cameron Heights Golden Gales of Kitchener. My name is Paul Pavin, and joining me today is Russ Woloshin. Russ?
Thank you, Paul. In this final, we're having a rematch of the Monday night Waterloo County final, in which Cameron Heights defeated Forest Heights 3-1 in the best-of-5 final. Forest Heights and Cameron split today in the round-robin play, so this looks forward to be a fairly competitive match, and we'll have more comments as the game develops. Kim Henry is starting this match, serving for Forest Heights.
Cameron again, where they left off on Monday night at the Waterloo County final, take the ball, just hit it cross court. They're a very big team, this Cameron team. Cause our team Forest Heights a lot of problems.
Number 13, Pasha Georgiopoulos serving. A wipe-off hit by number 6, Heather Marshall for Forest Heights. A reserve, and that brings in Gail Asseltine serving for Forest Heights.
I would imagine that Henry told his kids when they go up to hit, they have to hit the ball down the line, because Cameron have two very tall girls in the middle that cause them a lot of problems.
Yeah, look for number 7, Pam Wilson. And there's number 3, Melanie Stevens. Just to reiterate what Paul was saying, how they dominate the middle of the net. That's a side out. Number 27 coming into serve is Marsh Lovell for Cameron Heights. We still have no score. Trading side outs here. Nice recovery. That's going to be one heck of a bump. Didn't quite make it. And Tammy Wagner gives a side out for Forest Heights. I think, Paul, that she could be a key to this match because she has to give Forest Heights some offense when she's in the front row.
Well, the two main players for Forest Heights are number 16, Tammy Wagner, and number 25, Kim Henry. Both of them must come out and play well for this team to be successful today.
Point, a misplay in the backcourt by number 7, Pam Wilson. The ball was going long. but it's easy for us to call from up here. 1-0 for Forest Heights. Michelle Sear can serve very difficult, has a very tough serve, but she had problems on Monday night, missing a few key serves. So if she can serve effectively, as she has the ability to, that could be one factor for Forest Heights today. Recovery by Kim Henry.
When a team comes into this gymnasium here at the University of Waterloo, it sometimes takes them a little while to get used to the surrounding. It's such a big place, and junior girls especially are never used to playing in an area like this one.
It's like playing in an aircraft hangar. There's so much area, and the lines, as you can notice, there are so many lines in the court. It's difficult to become oriented very quickly, especially in a final match.
There we see Tammy Wagner being the aggressor for Forest Heights.
Calling a lift on number 4, Anne-Marie Hicks, and Forest Heights has come up to a quick 3-0 lead. As we see that Tammy Wagner is being more aggressive, and Forest Heights is reaping its benefits right now. Michelle continued to serve very difficult, a very good serve down the line. 4-0 for Forest Heights.
That's an excellent serve. What Henry, I think, wants to try to do is big girls are effective at the net, but what he would like to do is get them to move in the backcourt, go after the serve. So I would imagine you're going to see a lot of serving down the line.
That could have been long.
Girls to move.
There's a free ball out of it. See if Forest Heights can recover it. Set to Kim Henry for a middle hit for Trina Kodalak. Tammy Wagner again tips. And there is number 3, Melanie Stevens, and that's what we were talking about. She dominates the center of the net for a side out.
When there's a battle at the net between one of those Cameron Heights big girls, Melanie or Pam, and one of the Forest Heights girls, 9 times out of 10 you're going to see that big girl's going to win. They just get up so much higher.
Trading free balls at this point. Setting outside to Tammy, another aggressive attack and a good hit off the hands of number 7, Pam Wilson. Cameron Heights is not, we've been talking a lot about the 2 people, but they have a good supporting cast as well. This is a very good junior volleyball team.
Yes, it is. They do a good job. As their season record indicates, they finished the season at 11-1, I believe.
Yes. A nice block by number 7, Trina Kodalak for Forest Heights. Shutting down their big hitter from Cameron, and it's now 5-0.
That's got to be a boost, blocking that big girl for Forest Heights girls.
Heather Marshall serving into the net. It's only a best 2 out of 3, and in a shorter match like this, this first game is very important. Tough serve, an underhand serve that seemed to wobble on her. Number 4, Anne-Marie Hicks serving. 5-1 now for Forest Heights.
Miscommunication there between 2 Forest Heights girls as to who was going to take that ball. Kim Henry with an aggressive tip there.
I think she's easily the best volleyball player on the court. She's head and shoulders, in terms of all-round ability, better than anyone out there. But Forest Heights has to get some offensive power for some of the other people. Big hit in the middle. Well, Pam Wilson.
That size again comes into play. It's nice to have size like that.
She's well coordinated. She is a good athlete.
I believe she's a high jumper in the county. One of the potentially one of the better high jumpers around.
Good hit down the line by number 13, Pasha Georgopoulos.
No adjustment there by the Forest Heights defense. Michelle Sear just stayed in her spot and didn't move and cover the hole in the serving corner.
Here comes a free ball from Forest Heights. See if Cameron can convert it. Set in the middle to Pam. And there's the point.
Amazing how many people, when the ball comes off the net like that, instead of relaxing and playing it very calmly, they panic and just jump at the ball.
Good deep serve. Kim Henry with another aggressive hit. Cutting the ball sharply across court. The Cameron Heights defense unable to react for a side out. 5-3 Forest Heights.
From our vantage point, that looked like an excellent hit. It looked like the ball was set outside the antenna, and she had to cut it back. An excellent play by Kim Henry.
Good deep hit, recovery, comes a free ball from Forest Heights. Gail Asseltine's hitting it over. Poorly played in the back row by Cameron Heights, and they'll give it back on a free ball. Here comes a set to Kim Henry, you can see that coming. And she tipped it to the open area, an advanced hit. Just tipped it to a wide open area, well done.
That's heads-up volleyball.
It was all made possible. Forest Heights set over an easy ball, and the backcourt from Cameron was unable to do anything with it. It's now 6-3 Forest Heights. Ball handling violation on Forest Heights. Trina Kodalek picked up a number of points on her service there.
Our officials today, on the stand we have Tim Connolly, and his umpire is Joe Slezak. On the lines we have Jeff Epstein, and the gentleman with the glasses, Mike Paul.
Kim Henry with an offside hit. That ball seems to find her. She really whacks it.
That was a very nice set there by
Heather Marshall.
Heather Marshall, yes. She just a grade 9 student, and usually they have a little trouble setting behind them, and she did a very nice job there.
In order for Kim to be effective, Heather has to do her job as well to get the ball to her. A nice bump by Pam Wilson. Offside attack. Oh, there's a lift. Nice hit by Pasha Georgiopoulos. And not a very big ball player, but she has excellent technique, and she's a very important player for the Cameron Heights team. Tough serve. Set to the middle. Well played by Forest Heights. Tammy Wagner with a nice dig, setting outside to Heather Marshall. Good rally here. Both teams are handling this well. Ooh, a miscommunication also between Pam and Pasha in the backcourt for Cameron Heights.
This year, Henry Tomaszewski, coach of the Forest Heights Trojans, has considered Heidi number 16 Tammy Wagner on service reception. Her service reception is not as strong as the rest of her game, and he's seriously considered that, but he hasn't gone to it yet.
Michelle Sear is able to almost a volley into an open area. Cameron Heights uses a 6-up defense, and sometimes the ball goes into that in-between zone, and they have some difficulty getting those balls. Gail Asseltine coming in to serve at 7-3 for Forest Heights in this first game of the Kwasa final.
I'm sure at this point.
Out of bounds. Melanie Stevens had a ball set over her head. I've noticed the Cameron setter tends to set quite a bit with her back to the net, and I think it's very, very difficult to set a middle attack, especially from that position. If she would turn and face her set, I think she'd be much more effective.
I believe at this point in the match, Henry's probably telling his girls, remember game 1 of the WCSSAA final where the Forest Heights junior girls were leading 9-2, only to lose that game. He doesn't want a repeat of that. He wants the girls to keep their intensity and continue doing what they're doing, which is playing good head-up volleyball right now.
I think both teams play very solid serve reception and free ball defense. They tend to get into trouble when they have to move quickly, but it's very difficult to score points by throwing the ball over the net. Both teams have to have an attack to win. Set outside to Tammy Wagner. Another hit. Good recovery in the back row by Pasha. Another chance for Tammy Wagner. Much more aggressive today. There's that set with her back to the net. Tammy again. Oh, she's getting weary now.
She stumbled on her way back there.
Good rally. Both teams are playing tough right now. Ooh, a miscommunication there.
What a dig by Kim Henry. Great anticipation on that young girl. Look at that.
Oh, and Michelle Sear, in her hurriedness to flip it back over the net, got the ball a little too low and carried it over. An excellent rally. Both teams played very strong defense. Number 27, Marcia Lovell, serving for Cameron. Set outside to Tammy Wagner. Nice recovery in the back court by Pam Wilson. Kim Henry digs that ball.
Notice the adjustment Henry Tomaszewski's made on his defense. When one of the Cameron kids is going up to hit, he packs his whole defense except his middle back player right in close and keeps only one person deep.
So Cameron is going to score on a tip. They must tip it deep.
Exactly.
Kim Henry starting to, Tammy Wagner's now, it's 2 in a row now that she's tipped over. It's dangerous against this Cameron team. She's another chance at it. Another tip. If they continue to play free ball, they cannot beat Cameron, I don't think. Hit out of bounds. Was it a tip? No. A point for Cameron Heights. It's 5-8. Cameron 5, Forest Heights 8.
There's nothing wrong with tipping the ball as long as you don't tip it where their players are. Like Tammy's tipping at the same spot every time instead of moving it around, which is starting to hurt the Forest Heights girls.
There's big Melanie Stevens. Just jumped all over that free ball from Kim Henry. Waiting for that. And Cameron's on a roll right now. Good tough serve deep. Here comes another free ball. Forest Heights has not had an attack in quite a long time. There's a hit. Good recovery in the back row. Another free ball from Forest Heights. Right. A middle attack. Well blocked. Oh. Again, Melanie Stevens played an important role there by blocking that middle attack. That's the first time Forest Heights has used that, isn't it?
Yeah, Tammy Wagner is going to have to hit the ball. There's just no way around that. She's going to have to go up and hit the ball. She's been tipping as of late. And, you know, it's a lot of pressure on a young athlete such as her to ask her to keep pulling you out of these situations, but she's going to have to do it. And I would imagine Henry's probably telling him, set Tammy here, and she's going to have to go up and hit the ball. She can't continue to tip.
If she is going to tip, she'd perhaps be maybe even wiser to try to throw it a little deeper, because Cameron Heights is Cameron Heights is backing their defense up behind the attack line as well. So back, Michelle Sear, well played, a back set.
Surprised me, and it surprised the Cameron Heights blockers too.
It surprised me. I was looking outside for Tammy Wagner again. Michelle Sear, after that important side out, the score is 8-7 for Forest Heights.
Opportunity here.
Poor backcourt play.
Squandered opportunity.
Yeah. The thing that I've noticed, Paul, is that they don't really use Pam, number 7, or number 3, Melanie, as much as they could on offense. They play more of a role in blocking and taking the overbumps, but they don't set them nearly as much as I think they could.
I think a lot of their passing has to do with a lot of those two girls are playing in the middle. It's tough to get them a ball to a player in the middle of the court when the pass isn't there.
Yeah. Plus the setter not setting up as well as she could, perhaps, too. There's a nice play in the back row, a nice little dig over the top.
If you'd notice there, Gail Asseltine was walking backwards as the attack was made. She had no chance there of picking that up. She never should be walking backwards when the other team starts to hit.
7-8 right now. Michelle Lovell serving for Anne-Marie Hicks, I'm sorry. Serving for Cameron. There's Kim Henry. You didn't even have to see that. You just have to hear the sound to know that Kim was hitting the ball. It's just a whole different level of play.
She hit that ball very nicely.
No.
Very nice hit.
She cuts the ball sharply. She's even going against a big player in the middle, and she hit it right around her.
Doesn't seem to phase her right now.
Set in the middle. She's tipping a lot in the middle. Oh, there's a good block. Oh, couldn't get it over. But what an effect they have. Any ball that Forest Heights overbumps or just throws onto the net on a poor first ball, both Pam and Melanie are there. It's a huge advantage for Cameron. Very good first ball from Tammy Wagner to set outside to Kim. And there it is again. Automatic, it seems, right now.
Excellent hit.
But again, that was a beautiful first ball and service reception from Tammy Wagner.
Yes, it was.
Heather Marshall completed the trio.
One of the better passers on this Forest Heights team is number 7 there.
Trina Kodalak.
Trina Kodalak. She passes very well. Henry would like to take as many balls as she possibly can. Here's an opportunity. Get it out to Kim.
Oh,
no.
Not ready. Set the middle. And she's blocked by Michelle Sear. Well played. Michelle Sear took on Pam Wilson one-on-one, and they got a point out of it. It's 9-7. Uh-oh. Into the net.
Those are the types of mistakes as a coach you just hate to see, especially when you get a point, you got your team up, they block the big girl on the other side.
That was a real momentum thing. It's Forsyths could have used that. And now Pam is serving for Cameron. Setting Kim Henry again, and well dug in the back row, but unable to get the second ball. Marcia Level was ready for that.
Gee, that girl hits a nice ball.
Yeah.
She hits a nicer ball than most of the seniors I've seen here today.
She really cuts it, doesn't she? Very difficult ball to block. With it back to the net, it's tough to get a good set out of that. There's a long ball. That's 4 or 5 bricks.
Break Forsyths needed.
10-7. Forsyths is in a rotation where they have their 2 best hitters in the back row right now. We'll see if they can score any points on this on the play. There's a set outside to Heather Marshall.
Heather's hitting up. She's not hitting down, which is hurting Forest Heights.
Another free ball. Setting outside with Pasha. Nice hit. Well played. Tammy Wagner was almost there for the dig. And this is what I mean that makes Cameron a very good junior team. They do not depend all the time on their transition from serve reception. They set a great deal outside to number 13, Pasha Georgopoulos, and to number 4, Anne-Marie Hicks, who do an awful lot of power hitting. That was a very good hit.
Good recovery there by Michelle Sear.
Forsyths again have the best hitters in the back row right now, and see what they can do if they can get out of this rotation. Michelle Sear with a nice strong hit. Good recovery. Off the tip comes a free ball.
An opportunity for points. Best passer passes it. Nice pass. Oh, Kim Henry gave Michelle Sear a death set there.
Yeah. that had a stuff me sign all over that white ball. I could see it from here.
Blockers had their hands on it before the hitters could get to it.
Uh-oh, comes a free ball coming up.
We have a 10-8 score here for Forest Heights right now.
Not for long, the way the... Okay, Forsyths has another chance to get the side out with his outside to Heather Marshall. Hitting the ball up again.
Looked like young Heather there may be a little intimidated here.
Yeah. Ooh, good recovery in the back row by Tammy Wagner, but unable to control the second ball. And another point for Cameron. It's 9-10. 9 for Cameron, 10 for Forest Heights. And they're still stuck in this rotation. Not much the coach can do here.
Nope. They're gonna... Some of the sets have been pretty good and just have to hit the ball down, which you're not doing. They're not hitting the ball down.
Well, Cameron has to make a mistake, I think, right now for Forest Heights. There's not a bad set either. All right. Hit by Heather Marshall.
That one she hit down.
Yeah.
There's the difference.
Geez, the ball was on top of the net. I think I had a blocker been there a little earlier. He could have been in trouble. But well hit by Heather Marshall. That got them out of a tough spot. Gail Asseltine serving now. Nice bump by Gail Hicks. Hit deep. And a lift. Nice hit by number 4, Ann Hicks. And again, the other power hitting tandem were not nearly as big as their middle people, but very, very effective. Oh.
Miscommunication there between number 3, Gail Asseltine, and number 7,
Trina Kodalek. Marcia Level still serving for Cameron. There's Tammy Wagner on the net. Tried to tip it over, but Melanie was waiting for it. Free ball deep. Tammy's hitting right into that block, and she's getting a piece of it every time. Blocked by Michelle Sear for a side out. Michelle Sear, I think, is playing a much stronger match tonight. She's a much more effective part of the action for Forest Heights.
She's playing very well at the net right now. Playing a very good match.
It's 10-10. She is a tough server. She serves it nice and deep there for a point.
Big point there.
Yep.
11-10. Forest Heights, psychologically, they've had the lead all match, and they still hang on to it.
If she can serve this tough, we'll see what she can do. As it gets closer to game point, we'll see if she takes something off of it. Good, hard, deep serve again.
Oh, yeah. Nails number 13 high.
Yeah. Should not have played that.
Control it.
I should not have played that. 12-10 for Forest Heights. We're coming up to a couple of very, very important points. It's been a very even match so far.
It's been a very good match. Forest Heights started out very quickly, took a quick lead, and Cameron been chipping away at that lead ever since. I would imagine right now, Lois Fox, the Cameron Heights coach, is probably trying to settle her team down, try to get one pass up to the setter so she can set one of the big girls or one of their hitters, because they have all sorts of hitters on that team.
Yep.
Just have to get the ball to one of them. See if they can get the pass. And we'll see how Michelle Sear handles the timeout as she comes back serving as effectively.
See if Ella, 23, Ella Prosch, can set the ball for Cameron on a good serve reception. Whoops.
That's what I was afraid of. That after a timeout, you know, that's one of the cardinal rules of volleyball. You never miss a serve after timeout. Here's another one, number 3 serving. You're never supposed to miss a serve after the other team's missed one.
Ooh, a good tough serve. That was right near the line. Yeah, Michelle had to run for that one, wasn't set, and they wound up. Forest Heights is missing a lot of the second balls. They scramble and get the first one, but the second one they're misplaying poorly. 11-12. This is a tight match right here. A good deep serve. Ooh, got away with one there, I think. Set to Tammy, and she's going to free ball. That was a good ball to hit. Tip into the middle again, Kim Henry.
Probably going. That's way off the net for her.
Ooh, that should not have happened.
They can't. Tammy Wagner, they can't be set that far from the net to be effective. They have to get it closer, in all fairness to Tammy.
Yeah.
That one she had to tip.
Actually, I thought she did a good job with that hit. She had a nice one-hand top spin hit.
Yes, very relaxed.
Heather Marshall serving at 12-11 for Forest Heights. Ella Prosch, a nice back set. It's volley deep.
Good pass. Here goes to
Timmy off the block. Free ball. If Kim Henry's on the offside here, but still setting.
They can't seem to get the ball back to Kim.
All right, another nice play in the middle by Trina Kodalak. I was just going to say that Pam Wilson for Cameron had made a couple of really nice wipe-off blocks, keeping the ball alive. Nice set outside by Ella Prosch. Forest Heights is able to get a piece of the ball and keep it alive.
Oh. Don Page has just joined us in the booth here. Oh, he's stepping away now. Oh, well. Thought we'd get a comment from Mr. Page.
There was Pam Wilson with a terrible back row pass, and Pam was all over that one, stuffed it right down. Set outside. Kim Henry's going to have to free ball. I wasn't able to get it.
She couldn't hit that ball.
No. Nice set. Well done by Pasha Georgopoulos.
There, what you see is Tammy reached for that ball, and Gail Asseltine was right behind her. Was in a position to play it. But, you know, hindsight.
And there goes the value of little Pasha Georgopoulos. Another excellent hit. Tremendous block out of bounds.
Good way.
Kim Henry again hit the ball hard enough so that the ball had to be blocked properly.
That was a nice hit.
Yeah.
She didn't have a lot to do with that ball. She couldn't do a lot with it. She did what she had to. Good play by Kim.
So it's 13-12 for Forest Heights. Tammy Wagner and serve. Nice recovery.
Looked like a double hit to me, but
yeah, it was.
Oh,
it was
they did.
Called, yeah. He was reading your mind, Paul.
I should have been down. I should be down there doing it. As long as they're going to pay me, making the calls.
Game point for Forest Heights right now. Uh-oh, this could be a free ball. Coming over.
The opportunity. If they
Kim Henry's at the power spot. Let's see what happens. And she volleys it deep. She wanted to make sure, but she got away with it. Melanie Stevens unable to handle that deep volley. And Forest Heights a little more consistent than Cameron in the first game, and taking the first game of the best 2 of 3, 1-0. Any general comments, Paul?
Well, it looks like Forest Heights is playing a much better defense than they did in the WCSSAA final, the Waterloo County final. They're packing their defense in, except for one person in the back. And if Cameron Heights were to be effective right now, all they'd have to do is set that middle and hit either corner, because everybody's packed in so close, except the middle back, who's staying right in the middle. So they have both corners wide open, the Cameron kids, and they haven't hit them yet. Once they do, they're going to force Forest Heights to adjust. But right now, there's no reason to adjust, and it's paying dividends for them.
Well, the old saying, it's never a weakness unless you can exploit it. I think one thing about the two, about Pam and Melanie for Cameron, they tend to hit the ball straight all the time. and if they would just even tip it to a corner, because Trina Kodalek and Michelle Sear, when they're playing center back, are right on the back line and the ball is being hit right to them. A number of times they were able to dig up a fairly hard hit ball.
Definitely. They're, like I said, they're not moving from that middle position. Everything's going right at them.
Yeah.
That's something, sometimes young girls, like, they've never had to cut the ball all year. When tall girls like that, and because of that, all they do is hit straight ahead over the block. And Henry's made an adjustment. It seems to be working for them. We'll see if Cameron now adjusts. It should be interesting.
This match is by no means over. I'm still very much impressed by this Cameron Heights junior team. They have a very solid core of 6 people on the court. And
I wouldn't count this Cameron team out. They're good. They're a good junior team.
Another point for the good play of Forest Heights is Michelle Sear in the middle. I think has been a very important factor, especially in blocking.
She's playing a very nice game today. Much better than she played on Monday night at the Waterloo County final.
Okay, Kim Henry, a wipe off. It was on the net by Cameron at any rate, and there's this Henry Tomaszewski, the Forest Heights coach, always starts in this rotation with Kim Henry in the offside, and she gets the side out and comes in to serve. She can be a very tough server too. Beautiful bump by number 23, Ella Proche. And there's the factor of Melanie Stevens reaching over and taking that poor second ball and causing an error by Forest Heights. Side out.
Not to dwell on the height of these girls, they are big, but geez, you know, they're penetrating over the net. They've been taught to go over the net and get that ball, and they're doing that. And it's one thing to be big, and it's another thing to do the proper things with your height, and they're doing that.
Getting that ball, hitting that ball behind her. Perhaps move her feet a little bit better. She did cut it though, but just cut it out of bounds.
Oh, missed the corner by about 6 feet.
Yeah. No, I can't relate to 6 feet. I needed meters.
Oh, okay. Let me rephrase that for you.
Gail Asseltine having some problems on her serve. That's the second time she's missed it today. Melanie Stevens scores a point on her serve.
That gives Cameron Heights the early lead right now.
Yeah. Oh, into the net. So we're starting to trade some side outs as we did in the first part of the game. It was a very even at the beginning, and then Forest Heights broke away with 5 straight points on Michelle Sears serving, and she's serving again now.
Good deep serve.
Kim Henry sets the ball outside to Tammy Wagner. Off the hands. Kim Henry sets again. Tammy Wagner hits it long, but she has to keep hitting. That was a very nice hit down the line.
Tammy had the right idea. See, what you notice here is that Cameron's only going with one blocker. They're letting number 7 block all by herself. So if Tammy can keep hitting down the line, they're going to get some success.
She's been consistently, if not blocked, Pam has been getting a piece of almost every ball that Tammy's been hitting, and she's not been effective at all in her hitting.
That ball was out of bounds by about 4 feet. No one called it, so Michelle had no choice but to play it.
And there's Pam Wilson from Cameron Heights starting to do her thing, giving Cameron a 2-0 lead. She's been a factor in both Cameron points right now, forcing Tammy Wagner to change her hit and now taking one herself for a point. Good deep serve, right on the back line.
Yeah, that would have landed.
Yeah, a free ball coming out of Forest Heights attack. Poor first ball there. And they're right to the corner. They must be reading your mind, Paul. There was no one. That was a $4 cab ride for the nearest Forest Heights player on that one, right in the back corner.
Lois must be watching this telecast. She knows what I'm talking about here.
I don't think she needs us to.
I don't think so either.
Good back row play by Anne-Marie Hicks. Uh-oh. It's another free ball from Forest Heights.
Here we go.
I think it'd be a set in the middle. No, it's not.
They decide to push it outside.
Oh, geez. Wasn't. There's a free ball again. You'll get a second chance at it.
That was a poor pass.
Yeah.
Nice play by Pam Wilson, though.
Tammy Wagner hits it off the hands. One-on-one block, and she's not stopping. That's good for her. 3-0. It's really good volleyball when you have your best player against the other team's best player, and it's just the better person wins in that particular moment.
It's a battle.
Yeah.
It's a battle.
I'd like to see a team win it as opposed to just trying to play it safe. Free ball coming from Pasha. Set outside to Tammy Wagner. Poor set, and there's Pam Wilson jumping all over that one. Tammy didn't have much of a chance with that one, though.
Yeah, that was a death set. Another one of those death sets we talk about so frequently.
3-0, a side out. Kim Henry now hitting. There's a little different.
Good hit.
Sound, cut the ball. She is really cutting it sharply, and Pam Wilson, who's been going is going really far over to the side. Tammy Wagner serving at 0-3. Oh, an over bump. Can they do anything with it?
Gail Asseltine tried to play that first ball over. Cameron was ready.
Oh, Kim Henry tried to outthink herself there. Tried to force it back on the quick.
That play by Kim there is not a characteristic play. That's very poor volleyball right there. That should not happen.
Pam Wilson serving for Cameron, leading 3-0. Forsyth is really scrambling right now. Set in the middle, off the hands, but there it is. The ball is hit straight on, and the backcourt is able to get it. A great dive by Tammy Wagner. The kill dive bump for a point.
What a play.
Yeah.
Everybody should go over and pat Tammy on the back. She made a great play there.
Yeah. She got a point out of it. I guess if she used that weapon too much, Cameron will probably get onto it.
I'm sure Cameron wouldn't mind that happening every time, though.
Number 13, Pasha Georgopoulos, a nice back row hit. And a ball right down the line by Kim Henry, number 25. Pam Wilson, number 7, diving for it, but it was a very good ball.
Yes, it was a very nice play. Judging by, if you ever looked at Henry Tomaszewski, coach at the Forest Heights Trojans, you'd never have any indication as to what's going on in the game. He has never changed his expression since this thing started. Nice hit by number 3 there.
Finally got a piece of one of Kim Henry's attacks, and they recovered it. That's off the net. 4 hits, 1 point for Forest Heights, and they've come back to tie it now at 3-3, or I think. Number 7, Trina Kodalek, serving for Forest Heights. Pam Wilson, number 7, playing the first ball. Here comes a free ball. Off. It was in. A scramble point.
Looks like number 16, Tammy Wagner, fell asleep on that play.
Yeah. Cameron Heights pulls out a trick play.
Either that or she thought it was out of bounds.
Yeah. So many lines out there, it's hard to tell. It's out of bounds in some court. Set outside to Kim Henry. There's a sharp cross-court offside hit.
That was a very nice pass on a tough serve by number 3, Gail Asseltine. That ball was really moving when she played it. And she controlled it very nicely.
Kim Henry, their best hitter for Forest Heights, is now in the back row, and this is where Cameron, if they are to score, will have the great opportunity. Misplay by Cameron in the back row. Anne-Marie Hicks reaching across.
Number 23, Miss Proch there, the ball hit her foot, and that's why it was called dead.
Out. Nice play by Ella Proch as she able to recognize that ball was going long, and she didn't play it. 27, Marcia Lovell serving. Serve a nice deep serve. Heather Marshall hits it to the deep court.
Again, Heather has to hit down. She can't hit up.
Nice recovery by Kim Henry. That was a very good hit by Melanie Stevens. Ball could have been out, and it's going to be a tough play.
Not enough. Not enough.
Got to be on the weights, I think, next week to get that one over. Number 3, Melanie Stevens, is starting to cut the ball a lot better. Kim Henry made a tremendous dig on that previous hit. 27, Marcia Lovell is serving for Cameron. It's 4-3. Nice dig by 13, Pasha Georgopoulos. An attack bump by Forest Heights. Did she call a lift on that, a ball handling error?
Yeah, he called a lift on that one.
Anella Proch.
You say that name well. You've done a good job with all those Cameron Heights names. Yeah. Some tough names out there.
Yeah, Melanie Stevens really is a tongue twister.
Oh, that and Pam Wilson.
Gail Asseltine serving. It's a big hitter for Cameron Heights to be doing the setting. And Anne-Marie Hicks, there's another example of not one of the bigger players, but an excellent player scoring us an important side out. It's 4-3. This is an important part of the match right now. Cameron has to establish some sort of momentum. They can't seem to pull away from Forest Heights. Coming a free ball from Michelle Sear on Forest Heights. Set to the middle to Pam Wilson. Blocked. Nice recovery. Second chance. Whoops. Poorly set over her shoulder.
Yes, that was nice net play also by the Forest Heights Trojans there. They did well to get their hands on the ball and keep themselves out of the net.
I'm really surprised at how often Trina Kodalek 7 and Michelle Sear number 12 are making contact with those middle attacks from Cameron. That's really surprising.
That was a very nice pass there by number 3, Melanie Stevens.
Nice push to the corner. Well recovered by Tammy Wagner, number 16. She's got another chance at it. Oh, hitting long. She had the right idea, just unable to execute.
Good thought. Very good thought there.
There's nothing wrong with that play. They
just didn't snap her wrist, or she would have brought that thing down with her.
Okay, number 4, Anne-Marie Hicks for Cameron Heights serving. Serving it long and deep. Nice serve. Kim Henry just able to chicken wing it over. Oh, that's definitely a ball handling error. Number 6, Heather Marshall coming in to serve for Forest Heights. It's a very close game right now as Forest Heights leads this best 2 of 3 final, 1 game to nothing.
As a coach, you hate to see somebody use a chicken wing to put the ball over. What we mean by a chicken wing is playing it with your elbow when it's coming at you.
It's Cammie Wagner down the line.
Good hit.
Off number 23, Ella Prosh, but she didn't have much of a chance. And there's an example of Cameron is only using the 1 block at the net, and Tammy Wagner, whether by design or not, is utilizing it. The last 2 of her hits that has been effective have been right down the line.
She's done a good job. Henry knew they had to hit. Henry Tomaszewski, coach of the Trojans, knew they had to hit if they were going to be effective against this big Cameron team.
Well, there's a lift. Again, there's an overbump, and that's another cardinal reason error in volleyball. That first ball back over the net. It's very hard to recover that ball. 5-4 for Forest Heights. There's another one. Kim Henry puts it away. Don't do it with certain people at the net either.
That's a hitter's delight.
Yeah.
They just love to see that. Well, Lois has to be a little concerned now. Again, the Cameron passing game is starting to hurt them. Generally, they pass pretty well, but they're giving up crucial points at crucial times in this match that is going to affect the outcome.
They're just not scoring on their offense as they did on Monday night.
No,
they're just not scoring points.
The sets are there. They're not any different than they were a couple days ago, but they're just not landing with the same frequency.
Forest Heights is also serving much better. They missed a number of serves on